Happy Mother's Day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are on this fast forward planet, still wrapped in a pandemic. I'm very sad to say. And again, roughly 6 billion out of 7.8 billion people have not seen a single shot yet. If you had a hashtag vaccine inequity, it would still be the one that's dominant. We'd like to think there's vaccine equity. So get out there if you are in an area where people aren't vaccinated. Try to convene in ways that can foster people's understanding of the value of community public health. And this morning, though, is devoted to the mothers in our lives. And we all had them or have them or are them. Some wonderful Twitter expressions of that in the last few days in my universe. And I've got Karen Brooks, who is here this morning to help kick things off. And her paddock is full of mothers, sheep that have born a flock this spring of little lambs that we've watched grow up in the last few weeks through these sessions. How are you doing, Karen?
I'm pretty good this morning. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. It's so green out there, and the leaves are finally popping out on the trees. I know you guys are way ahead of us, but it's such a treat to see that pale green, that
It
brightness.
is,
Yeah,
yeah, the transition happens once it gets into gear. It happens so fast. It's really
yeah,
amazing.
yeah. It's just gorgeous. And I have I have now three bottle babies because I brought a little ram lamb from another farm over, and he was bottle fed. So
Ram lamb.
they will not go out onto the pasture. Even though all the rest of the sheep go out, I have to go out there in the morning and lead them out, and then I sneak away so they stay out there and eat grass. So it's pretty cute. The three of them are all curled up together out there right now. So I'll
Great.
hopefully be able to show you later. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great if you can swing out and
Hmm.
give us a look.
I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah.
So in the meantime, though, what comes to mind musically for you on a day
Well,
like this?
I wanted to sing this song that we've sung with Melissa and Lori, but I learned it's by Stuart Stotts at Music in My Mother's House because it just makes me happy to sing that song. So wind chimes on the front porch, bells inside the clock, organ in the corner, tunes from a music box. We sang while we were cooking or working in the yard. We sang although our lives were very hard. There was music in my mother's house. There was music all around. There was music in my mother's house, and my heart still feels full with the sound. My mother taught piano, but my sister had the ear. She could play the harmony to any tune she'd hear. Now I don't claim much talent, but I always love to play, and I guess I will until my dying day. There was music in my mother's house. There was music all around. There was music in my mother's house, and my heart still feels full with the sound. Those days come back so clearly, although I'm far away. She gave me the kind of gift I love to give away. And when my mother died and we'd sung her last song, we sat in the living room singing all night long, singing la 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 la.
That's such a beautiful song.
Yeah. Miss
Really
my
great.
harmony girls. I miss my
Oh
harmony
my
girls,
God,
but
I know.
I know. But we will all
So
be together again. Yeah.
yeah, so this was my mother's guitar.
Oh,
She
you're
passed.
kidding. She played. I didn't
She
know.
yeah, she. My dad was used to love to sing sea shanties. My mom, growing up in Rhode Island, she had gone to a summer camp on the Martha's Vineyard and learned simple songs. You Are My Sunshine. And so when I was a teenager, my brother and I, Jim, we were getting into the blues. Rhode Island was just, Patrick Sky was there,
Yep.
Salt, the Newport Folk Festival, although we never had gone to it because we didn't quite get there, but there was music everywhere. And so we started picking up this guitar. My brother learned conventional, and then he would hand it to me, of course. And as you know, I play upside down. So and my mom passed away, as I said, a couple of years ago. My dad just passed away on April 15th, and he was starting to pick it up his last year of life. But now it's here back with me. And so I thought I'd play it. It's the intonation is not perfect.
Yeah, but it's fantastic. It's so cool. I'm gonna mute.
So this is a song for Lisa, the mother of my younger child, Lisa McGaley. Let's see. Played on my mom's guitar. And hopefully, let's see, it doesn't have a strap, so I might have to let's see, here we go. All right. I had it tuned. Yo.
It still sounds beautiful, even if it's out of tune. Don't worry.
Okay, this is to my mom. I'll play the rest later on my better guitar, but I thought it would be really, really fun to pull it out. So this is the guitar I learned on when I was 16, 17 years old. And it'll pass down to other generations. I guess I got to bring it to David Byrne's shop. Our good friend David can give it a tune-up, so it'll be a little more sonorous the next time.
It was beautiful anyway, and the tone is still good. The tone.
I know the tone's great. It's got really good spruce top, and we'll get it going. So anyway, here's to you, Mom. Wherever you be, you're in our memories for sure.
Absolutely.
And so, what else you got?
Well, I thought I would sing the sheep song because it's all about their mamas,
Right.
about us and our missing parents, and it just feels right. That's sort of a tune. Hey there, sheep, you've been out some stuff. Can you tell me, please, where your mamas have gone? And is it just hunger that makes you sound like a crying? And hey there, dog, with your eye on the fence, can you tell me, please, do you know how to dance? Do you howl at the moon need to be fed. We all need to be fed. Kids are all born with a mom or a dad. Well, we had it once and didn't know what we had. Now that we're grown, sometimes we're sad. We feel like crying. And hey there, you out on the road. Can you tell me, is there really any place to go? Sometimes when it's dark and you're out in the cold, you feel like crying. We all need it, we all need love. The way I see it, we all need love. You can feel it, you can feel it. We all need to be fed. 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 Hey there, donkey, I can hear you bray. Can you tell me, did you get what you needed today? Will you still be hungry when you've had your day and feel like crying? Hey there, sheep, you've been out since dawn. Can you tell me, please, where your mamas have gone? And is it just hunger that makes you sound like you're crying? We all need it, we all need love. The way I see it, we all need love. You can feel it, you can feel it. We all need to be fed. We all need to be fed. We all need to be fed. We all need to be fed.
Beautiful.
Thanks.
We all need to be fed in many ways.
I do.
So I
And you know,
did.
oh, you got it? Oh, good.
I switched guitars.
Ah.
guitars. So.
Uh,
What were you going to say about the tune?
I was going to say that, you know, my mom sang blues. I don't know if I ever told you that.
No.
She went overseas during World War II. She left her, as she called it, Podunk, Illinois town in Little Egypt area where it was very, very poor. And she went overseas and she had this really cool job. She moved with the occupation, starting in England and ending up in Japan at the end of World War II. They would go into a city, find the hotel, rent the hotel, and that would be the R&R place for the soldiers. Wow. And so she just moved. She was in Paris. She was in Salzburg. She was in so many cities. And then in Tokyo at the end of the war, that's where my dad had the concessions for for bringing in the booze to the clubs. And so
wow,
that's how they met. And then they stayed in Japan for 10 years. But yeah, she sang blues. She was Miss Argentina on the SS Argentina on the way over there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And she got to sing with Tommy Dorsey. She got to really they would bring the entertainment in, but then she got to sing and dance with them. So she was a hot little ticket, little 5'2", you know?
Wow.
Anyway, I'm excited to hear you play.
So we'll try. By the way, I'm kind of fairly far from the microphone. I still, after a year of this, I'm still not quite sure.
Well, let me hear your guitar.
Can you hear the voice okay?
I hear your voice perfectly. How's your guitar?
Oh, good.
Your guitar is a little louder than your vocal. That's all.
Yeah, it's kind of
I
close.
know because but just do your best.
So this is I'm gonna repeat the same tune. It's
okay, but it's gorgeous.
It's an instrumental anyway. So.
That was so beautiful. I never get tired of hearing that. It's so gorgeous. It's such a beautiful piece. Wow.
Thank you. That goes out to the moms, including mine, and the mother of my son Jack, and the mother of my son Daniel, who's over in Israel. So what a morning it is! I see David Ross, who's had such a long winter of his discontent, and now is in a spring of hopefully much more content. How are you doing, David?
I'm doing well. I'm doing real well.
Yeah,
nice,
good.
Nice, beautiful Sunday. Really beautiful Sunday.
It's so nice to see you, David. It's so nice to see you.
I miss you, Karen.
I miss you too.
We need to all get together.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Andy, we really need to set a time when we can get the band together and start preparing for some summer performances.
Yeah, and why don't we try? Well, a good starting point would be if maybe I could run the show next week from your studio.
That would be great if you want to come and try to do it from here.
Or David, or David's store. I could talk to David about doing it from the store.
This is a totally light week for me. Class is over. I don't start again till mid-June, so I'm free all week. So if you want to come and fiddle around a little bit here, see if we can get it to work, that'll be great.
You're an amazing trooper. Just the fact that you're still able to fit in the teaching.
David,
Well,
I'll be
I'm-
down the weekend of the 29th and 30th. Maybe we can just
Right.
let's make
maybe
it.
on that
Let's make that
Sunday.
let's
Yeah.
make that a rehearsal. I'll get the
Let's
word
do it.
out to the rest of
Let's
the
all get
band.
together.
And that's
That'd be
Memorial
so
Day
fun.
weekend, I think, too,
It
isn't it?
is. So I don't know if people are around, but I know that Trouble Sisters will be around. Well, not
Oh,
Lloyd,
it's
but Melissa.
that's a
will be
really
around.
great idea. So let's focus on that being
Yeah.
an
I
in-person
would love
None
session.
of our band members are driving in the 500, so we're okay.
No, I know.
None of
And
them
I
are going to
can
be in Indianapolis for the 500.
play Arlington.
Exactly.
I was thinking of Arlington, Andy. I was wondering if I know it's maybe a strange Mother's Day thing, but in a way it's not. Would you be willing to play it after David does a song?
I'm going to wait and play it on Memorial Day
Memorial.
weekend.
I
Memorial Day,
love
I know. I
Arlington.
just
It's one of
love
my
that
favorite
song.
Yeah,
songs.
I'll have to
I know.
rehearse it a little bit. And we have some wonderful comments coming in. Michelle Marcus, who's
Oh,
a frequent visitor here. Happy Mother's Day, Karen. Amy, back to Amy Taylor. Great smiles. Happy Mother's Day. Have a fabulous week. Stay well and safe. And a mystery person, they call me Ken. Peace. And Claudia Gibson, who I think is coming on later.
She is coming on later. I was going to come
Yeah.
on later too, but then I saw there was only you and Karen. I thought, well, instead of
Yeah,
just listening in
good.
on YouTube, I would join in.
and I'll
Good.
head off in just a minute. I'll listen to you, David. Then I'll head off and go out to the outside and see what I can pick up as far as a visual on.
Oh, it would be fun to get those mothers into the show too,
Yeah.
as always. So, David, what's on your musical mind
Well,
today?
I've been it's been a John Prine kind of week for me, and so I've got two.
Is there a week that is not a John Prine sort of week on this planet?
It's a Guy Clark week sometimes.
That's true. That's true.
This is more of a John Prine week, and so I've got our own Beacon version of "Crazy as a Loon" to start off.
Awesome.
Back before I was a movie star, straight off of the farm, I had a picture of another man's wife tattooed on my arm, with a pack of Camel cigarettes in the sleeve of my t-shirt. Well, I'm heading out to Hollywood just to have my feelings hurt. Well, that town'll make you crazy. Just give it a little time. You'll be working round in circles down at Hollywood and Vine. Yeah, you'll be waiting on a phone call at the wrong end of a broom. Yes, that town will make you crazy. Crazy as a loon. So I headed down to Nashville, get some country too. Pretty soon you found me hanging at every honky-tonk bar. Well, pretty soon I met a woman, and pretty soon she done me wrong. Pretty soon my life got sadder than any country song. Is that town'll make you crazy? Just give it a little time. You'll be walking around in circles, looking for that country ride. You'll be waiting on a phone call at the wrong end of a broom. Yeah, that town will make you crazy. Crazy as a loon. So I gathered up my savvy, bought myself a business suit. Well, I headed up to New York City, where a man can make some loot. Well, I got hired Monday morning, downsized that afternoon, overcome with grief that evening. Now I'm crazy as a loon, and I'm sitting here in Beacon, down at the riverside, just wondering exactly how much they can take out of my hide. Well, I eat fish to pass the time away under this Hudson Valley moon. Yeah, this town will make me crazy, crazy as a loon. Oh Lord, this town has made me crazy, just crazy as a loon.
Well, that was great, David. Wonderful.
Always
I
a
love
good
that
kind of
song.
crazy. Yeah.
Pat and I played that together a lot. Is Pat coming on this morning? I didn't see his name.
He's counting eels.
Eel Day.
He may try to join remotely if there's enough of a signal for his phone. So that'd be cool.
Well, that would be great.
We'll be counting sheep and counting eels at the same time. That would be really wild.
Exactly.
The duel.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I'm going to head off and go out and do my chores. I actually have a luncheon date.
Wow.
that
All
I have to
right.
be on time for.
Your lambs should be ambling around pretty.
Oh,
big
they're
already, huh?
getting big. Yeah, they can eat grain and hay and grass and all that now. So, but I'll give a little view of the barnyard if I can, or where they are. They're all like lounging in the grass right now. So I'll see if I can.
How
catch
sweet.
them. So nice.
Yeah.
And please give Peg and Lisa a big happy Mother's Day from me.
I shall.
All right. Nice to see
Well,
you.
at least I
guys.
can do the
Great.
Peg part. I can't do the Lisa part.
Yeah. I'll do that part.
Take care
Yeah.
of that.
All right, see ya.
Yeah, and maybe yeah, show us around the barnyard if you can. If not, have a great day.
Okay, thanks.
Andy, do you know about the Ocean Space Foundation in Venice, Italy?
I do not know. Tell me.
It's an organization you should know about, and it's got some really interesting people associated with it. And I will try to put them in touch with you, but you might do your own research. They are deeply involved in connecting with artists and musicians who are interested in the fate of the oceans.
I'm looking here now. Ocean Space, a new platform.
Yeah.
Well, I'll look into it. So, yeah, tell me more. Well,
I don't know much more
get me
about
on the
it.
loop.
I talked with an English professor who works at the university in Venice, who's been active with them. But
Cool.
So I assumed that you knew about it, because I just assume you know about everything.
I know people assume way too much knowledge on my part. I'm just scrambling all the time. Scrambling.
You're working harder in this job, I think, than I've ever seen you work in any job. You seem to have no time.
Well, it's like, building something new while you're running it at the same time makes for an interesting.
Right? It's
yeah.
well.
And I'm going to be fitting more writing into my life soon, which is some kind of weirdness. I don't know how that's going to work.
Have you taken on a writing assignment?
Yes, more news to come next month.
Really?
I can't talk about it yet.
It'd be nice to see you published again.
Yeah, it's exciting. And but I can't talk about it quite yet.
Yeah, I understand.
And fitting it into my life will be the interesting part. As you were saying. And I see Claudia Gibson is coming on, and I see our Catskillian friends, Rick and Donna Nestler, are in the green room having their muffins and coffee. They'll be on soon too. So, David, is there another tune in your mind?
There's one more John Prine song that I thought I'd share, which is kind of a sweet one. It's called "Somewhere Someone's Fallen in Love." Well, I got time on my hands and I got you on my mind. The moon and the stars up above. There's a warm summer breeze blowing through the trees, and someone's falling in love. Well, if this world where we live is the only one we have, there's one thing that I'm thinking of. Let's go for that ride and keep our eyes open wide, 'cause somewhere someone's falling in love. You may be looking for someone, someone may be looking for you. Someday you'll awaken and open your eyes, and love will be looking at you. So don't get down on yourself, no, and don't lose your faith. Believe these words that I'm singing of, for as sure as the day that you were born, somewhere someone's falling in love. You may be looking for someone, well, someone may be looking for you. Someday you'll awaken and open your eyes, and love will be looking at you. So don't get down on yourself, no, and don't lose your faith. Believe these words that I'm singing of, for as sure as the day that you were born, somewhere someone's falling in love. Yeah, as sure as the day that you were born, somewhere someone's falling, somewhere someone's falling, somewhere someone's falling in love. Can't hear you, Andy. You're muted still.
Yeah, there we go.
It's okay. Is the mix decent?
Yeah, it sounded good. It's a tune I'm not familiar with. So again, there's this
I'm always looking
songbook
John
is
Prine
a
wrote
big one.
so many songs that didn't get popular. It's amazing.
I know.
We only know maybe 15 of the songs that everyone knows, and if you dive deep into his catalog, he just was.
Whoop.
Hey,
And
Claudia.
there's Claudia Gibson.
Hi.
How are you? Sorry to
Okay.
throw you on camera so fast.
Oh, that's okay. I was walking my dog, so I was a little bit late. But she had her own ideas of how things should go
Unforgivable.
today, quickly or not quickly. Yeah, I'm a dog mother. My kids are all grown, but you know.
By the way, happy
Dog.
Mother's Day.
Ah, thank
Indeed.
you. Appreciate
Happy
it.
Mother's Day. Here's some flowers.
Yeah. I used to love when my kids were little and they'd say, like, my daughter was always good at this, I made you coffee, I made you breakfast. And the coffee was like, almost like Turkish coffee, it was just like, she just put grounds in hot water. And the breakfast was like this crazy egg that had been cooked for 5 years. But, it was so sweet because it was just,
Yeah.
Here's the thought that counts.
Oh, yeah. And then, when they're in grade school, you get all that
My
great
understanding is
stuff.
that what every woman wants is an extra 2 hours of sleep on Mother's Day morning.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
the gift that keeps on giving. That's
Well,
it.
when they're little, yeah, absolutely. You're just like, you're so tired all the time. You can't really appreciate their cuteness because they're just so needy. And then when they get older and it's like, oh, and then you wake up early anyway. But yeah, my son texted me this morning from New York. That was super nice. And we had a good chat. So
That's cool.
my daughter's coming over later. So yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So she lives nearby?
She lives in Austin. Yeah, she lives in Austin. She has
Good
an
friend of
apartment.
mine.
She's
Good
a
friend
cat
of
mother.
mine. My good friend John Schwartz from the New York Times, who was a Galvestonian by birth, is moving from New York City, from New Jersey, to UT Austin. He's going to be teaching at the journalism school.
Oh, that's
He's,
UT Austin's a lovely campus. It's a
leaving-
little sort of beautiful, sort of like the way Central Park is in the middle of New York, or any
They
of
have
the
that great
campuses like
public
Columbia.
sculpture program there too. They're putting up really good works of art. They're collaborating with the remarkable artists from all over the world and bringing them into into UT. An old friend of mine is running that program, and she's just bringing really great art into that campus environment.
Oh
And
That's
that's
yeah.
cool.
a
Well,
good
it's
thing
nice
do.
to replace the Confederate statues, so that's
Yeah,
better.
well, absolutely.
All right.
Well,
Oh,
There's
Karen, hold on. Here's live from the sheep.
oh yeah,
oh,
great.
lammies! Where are the lammies?
I do love this.
Thinking about those Confederate statues, Claudia, there's this group in New York City. I don't know if you saw the Times article yesterday that goes around putting stickers on anything that has to do with early New Yorkers who were slave
Oh,
owners.
we have live sound
Interesting.
now too. I hear the.
Oh, there they are.
I
There
was
they are.
cutting it off so it wouldn't be
Oh, look at
overwhelming
that.
for you.
Oh, look at that! Oh, they just spotted you.
Those are the bottle babies.
Oh my
There you
God!
go.
They're like, "We love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day." The others are running away. And they're
Wow,
like,
look at that!
"No."
They're going to the barn because they think I put food out for them. So
Oh, look at that!
I missed my chance, didn't I? to do
Well,
that.
wait, let's show us those bottle babies again. Are they
But
still
the
staring
bottle
at you?
babies are
course.
the cutest.
Yeah, they're not going to
Oh.
leave.
Oh,
Oh
look
my
at them.
God!
And there's
Oh, look
the
at
little
that
ram lamb I
shaggy
just
one.
got, and he's older and smaller. I don't know if I'll keep him. We'll see. But these guys are very attentive.
The one on the
Good.
left looks like an Australian Shepherd.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
And his name is Pepper, and his sister's name is Pumpkin. They're twins,
Oh,
believe it or
oh.
not.
Oh my
They're-
God!
Yeah.
Claudia, don't you have any sheep songs?
Sheep
Oops.
songs.
Any
Oh,
sheep?
I
Well, we-
just lost
Oh
you.
yeah, don't you?
See what happened.
Hasn't everyone? Yeah.
Well, we could turn that Beatles tune "Bulldog" into "Sheepdog." Da-da-da-da, sheepdog.
I do own a sheepdog. I mean, I own an Australian Shepherd, so but
So do
she'd
we.
love to have sheep. But yeah.
Yeah, we have Maddie, the little.
Well,
old-
mine was,
little
I
Maddie.
just adopted her. I thought she was a mix, and so I sent off for a lark. I sent off her embark DNA, and it's like, your dog is 100% Australian Shepherd. And I was, wow, yeah. Dolly.
Dolly the
And my
sheep-
Sheltie is in the truck because he just, when I go out to do the sheep, he always just barks. And you don't really want to
Aw.
hear that on the show. So
No,
anyway,
but it's his job.
all right.
Yeah.
Well,
All
nice,
right.
nice. You can see the
I've got to
greenery.
take off and
Ah.
go do some things that I've promised to do here on Mother's Day.
Yes, of
Oh.
course.
But I'm gonna just turn on my YouTube and listen to you, Claudia. It's always,
All right.
always a pleasure. It's something I look forward to on Sundays.
That's nice.
Well,
Yeah,
it's great to have you here,
nice.
David.
Thank you,
See you next
David.
You do well. Yeah, I'll see
Nice
you.
to see you,
during the week,
David.
and we'll
Nice to
work
see
on
you.
running the show from here next
Yeah,
week.
we'll figure that out. All right, you take care.
Take care. Bye.
And just the greenness of that grass and the blueness of the sky. Look at that. Wow.
Looks like the sheep ran through and ran amok over there.
Yeah.
That was the intense wind last Friday night. And I haven't picked
Oh.
up yet.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought it was
so
just
now-
the sheep running through and like knocking
No,
everything
they're
over.
They're not in this area, but here come the bottle babies. There.
Oh, they don't lounge in the
go.
chairs? I would like to see that. That would be hilarious.
Oh, look at that.
But I think you can see my tremor. I think you can see Mount Greylock barely through the trees there. I don't know if
Beautiful.
you can tell.
Wow. I love the sound.
Oh, somebody's
Aw.
lost their mother.
Well, Karen, we have goats on the road near where I live. They kind of wander around and they climb up these cliffs, and every once in a while, people get to see them. And they're big, big
Wow.
goats and
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah, goats are not very
Yeah.
nice.
And my
She-
dog thinks she should herd them, and they're like, "Rah," and she's running after them.
So Karen, I'm not Karen, Claudia, do you have a song to sing?
And
to
I'll
the
mute.
I do. I'm gonna play a song for the Lammies. That I played a couple weeks ago, but
That's fine.
I'm a little my voice is waking up. We're an hour earlier here, so sometimes it's a challenge. You understand. This is Gillian Welch, Orphan Girl. I am an orphan on God's highway, but I share my troubles if you go my way. I have no mother, no father, no sister, no brother. I am an orphan girl. I have had friendships pure and golden. The time
hardship. I have not known them. I have no mother, no father, no sister, no brother. I am an orphan girl. But when he calls me, I will be able to meet my family at God's table. Oh, meet my mother, my father, my sister, my brother. No more an orphan girl. So blessed Savior, make me willing and walk beside me till I'm with them. Be my mother, my father, my sister, my brother. I am an orphan girl. My mother, my father, my sister, my brother. I am an orphan girl. I am an orphan
Wow.
Beautiful.
That was
Claudia.
beautiful, and the audio was beautiful. The guitar, that guitar is so crisp, and it was very well balanced. And what a beautiful song! And looking at orphaned lambs at the same time.
I know, that's why I
Really.
played it for.
Oh
I was
my
gonna do one or
God.
two songs, and then yeah, the little orphans.
The heartstrings.
And I get an award for trying to sing the last verse when when like you have like a tickle in your throat and it feels like
Oh,
someone's
and holding
stabbing you.
off.
I kind of like almost lost it,
Wow.
but yeah, that's always a bad feeling. Apparently that happened once to who's a very famous singer, Lou Rawls on the Ed Sullivan Show, and he started just a coughing fit. Couldn't
Wow.
stop, those live shows. But
Wow.
oh, they're so cute, man.
Thank Gillian Welch for that. It's just such a spectacular song.
Well, it's like
Spectacular
children,
song.
those lambs. Like you really like them, and they're so cute, like little babies. And then you're really glad that someone else, like Karen, is getting up and doing all the work with them.
The bottle part, right?
The everything. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, but now they're
Yeah.
down to 2 bottles a day, just 6 and 6. That's pretty easy.
Oh, that's
Wow.
easy. Yeah. What time do you have to get up to feed those little guys?
Well,
Early,
I'm
right?
up at 5, so I feed them at 6. So it works out. It's good.
We almost became farmers, sheep farmers, and then luckily we almost bought it was a cute little farm in New Paltz. It was only like 11 or 12 acres, and it had pastures. But we kind of said, we don't know what we're doing, and we'll probably end up divorced, so we didn't do it.
So Rick and Donna Nestler out in the Catskills. How are you doing?
I'm enjoying the wildlife. Thank you, Karen. Woohoo!
Nice
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
you, Donna.
We actually have a robin's nest on our porch light, and I saw at least 2 little beaks out. So we have
That's
a
pretty
little
cool.
bit.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, wildlife.
So I might throw in a tune.
Please.
I'm going to throw in a tune. I wrote it for my parents and about them. They both now are gone. My dad passed away a couple of weeks ago. My mom 2 years ago. And they had such a wonderful run of it. And there was this period later in their lives when I just reveled in watching them kind of reconnect in different ways. So this is, I think I wrote this song pretty much about that. It's very short and very simple. Hold on here. My hair may have a touch of gray. My belt may be out a notch. But I haven't lost my charming ways. You don't believe me, then you just watch. I'm gonna dance you across the floor, take you by surprise, whisper how I adore your dimple and your eyes. I'm gonna woo you like it's our first date. You know it's not too late to find a way to fall in love again. I'm gonna woo you like it's our first date. You know it's not too late. We'll find a way to fall in love again. I'll bring you breakfast in bed, skip work and meet you for lunch. Candles and wine at supper time, it'll work, I've got a hunch. My hair may have a touch of gray, my belt may be out a notch, but I haven't lost my charming ways. You don't believe me, then you just watch. I'm gonna dance you across the floor, take you by surprise, whisper how I adore your dimple and your eyes. I'm gonna woo you like it's our first date. You know it's not too late to find a way to fall in love again. I'm gonna woo you like it's our first date. You know it's not too late. We'll find a way to fall. We'll find a way to fall. We'll find a way to fall in love again. We'll find a way to fall. We'll find a way to fall. We'll find a way to fall in love again. There you go. It's like Cole Porter length song. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah. You know, those
Uh,
old songs
sure.
always had those early. They had the intros that were optional, I guess, and they were sometimes very, very long. But then they would put out for the for the radio. They put the shorter version.
Interesting.
Yeah, all those standards. They would do that.
Yeah.
Well, because recording
Right.
limited to the amount of time you could put anything on anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
So it's
Right,
not just
right,
radio.
right.
Yeah.
I have to grab something real quick, so I'm just
Sure.
stopping my camera for a second.
I'll take you off. So like, how's things going on there in the Catskills? You know,
I'm walking
What's up?
downstairs. I'm walking upstairs.
I'm walking
with a cane.
I'm talking. Awesome.
So standing on 2 feet.
The simple
Oh,
things.
it's
The simple things
amazing.
in life.
So it's
That's
amazing.
great.
But
That's great.
yeah.
Do you
Happy Mother's
guys have
Day.
a? Sorry, didn't mean to.
Happy Mother's Day to Lisa. Give her my best.
I will. I would drag her in
I
here,
get
but
it.
she's very reluctant to get on camera.
I know. Well, I always say hello anyway. It's okay.
It's wonderful that you do that.
Because I miss her.
Yeah, we all. I
Soon.
miss her when I'm doing this show.
Well, I miss her all the time.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. There is a possible maypole ceremony at Ryder Farm. Did you guys ever get over there to Carmel to?
Yeah.
I've been over there. I haven't participated in the maypole, but
May 29th. Keep your eyes open. See if you get over. It's a Saturday, so maybe we'll go convene over there.
Cool. We'll
In
see
the
how I'm
meantime-
walking.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's.
So how's your singing? You got a tune in mind this morning, you guys?
I do. It's for Mother's Day. I learned this song from my mom. I remember we had the boat on the Hudson River in Ossining when I learned this song, and she worked at Mary Knoll Fathers up in Ossining for many years. And there's one priest there who had this one saying that comes in at the very end of the song, and she really liked that part. So I'm not tired of the wind. I'm not weary of the sea. But she's probably had a belly full of a damned old coot like me. So I'm going ashore. She's bound for better days. I'll see her topsail sailing by as she comes on down the way. I said, Rosie, get my Sunday shoes. Dirty, get my walking cane, and we'll take another walk to see old Alice sail again. Oh, I wish I had a nickel for each man I used to know. Load 3/4 of timber in a half an hour or so. Then we'd raise the sails by hauling till donkey it around. Then I'd be the poorest coaster man this side of Anchor Town. I'm not going to get my Sunday shoes, or to get my walking cane, and we'll take another walk to see old Alice sail again. I said, Rosie, get my Sunday shoes, to get my walking cane, and we'll take another walk to see old Alice sail again. Any fool can run an engine, it takes brains to work a sail, and I've never seen a steamer make much good out of a gale. You can go and pay your taxes on the ration gas you get, but at least to me the wind is free. We haven't run out yet. I said, Rosie, get my Sunday shoes, gonna get my walking cane, and we'll take another walk to see old Alice sail again. If I ever get back to her, you know I'll treat her just the same. Jabber when I want to, boys, and sail in the freezing rain. And I'll park old Alice on the beach and go dancing into town. For a man who's fit for hanging probably never will get drowned. I said, Rosie, get my Sunday shoes, dirty, get my walking cane, and we'll take another walk to see old Alice sail again.
It's a Larry Kaplan song.
It's great. It's beautiful.
And you know who's never going to get drowned?
Some part of that reminded me of a C. Fox Smith poem that Cicely Fox Smith from early 20th century, the poet, did all those sea songs. She had the Tow Rope Girls. Oh, a ship in the tropics foaming along, with every stitch drawing, the trades blowing strong. The white caps around her all breaking in spray. The girls have got hold of her tow rope today. And it's all away, girls, steady and true. Polly and Dolly and Sally and Sue, mothers and sisters and sweethearts and all the way, all the way, all the way, all, etc. I loved her stuff.
Okay. You introduced me to something new. Thank you. He knows it, but I don't.
I know a bunch of songs. I wrote a bunch of melodies to go with some of those songs.
Well, you know that sea shanties have become popular with hipsters. It's like a
I
hipster thing
know.
to do now. Is have sea shanties. So you could have a whole new
Good.
audience there. Put
Yeah,
out albums. Sea
I'll have to get better at
Believe me,
TikTok.
it's already happening. It's all over the place.
So
There
you
are
guys
so
are going to
many-
find yourself on T-shirts,
There are so many shanty sings, Zoom shanty sings.
Oh
that
Lord.
Not Mystic, South Street Seaport, San Francisco,
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth Maritime.
Wow.
There's just every weekend there's
But
like
they're not all
4 or
shanties.
5 of them. The
Well-
thing
Right.
is, people don't understand the difference between sea shanties and old songs about boats.
Well, and there's also when I lived on the Lower East Side, there was a friend of ours who used to get very drunk at this corner bar, and he would invariably start singing Barnacle Bill, and everyone would start singing, one filthy verse after the next, and it was a lot of fun. So it's everything comes around again. Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I know. So Claudia, you retuned and maybe you even
did.
switched guitars. So what do you got in mind?
No, I didn't switch. This is the one. The others I play them, but they're like if I'm doing an hour-long show. And
Which
I have
what do you have
tunings.
there? What is your guitar there?
Well,
no,
this
the
is
one
my
you're playing.
this is my Martin. It's a 0018.
Great
I got
model.
it about 3 years ago. Not new. I went to look for a new guitar, and I played one new in the store, and I was like, wow, this is really nice, but it was a little beyond my budget. And
Yeah.
so I got a different guitar that didn't quite fit my hand, and a custom made one. And then I saw this one used on Reverb, and it was about $1,000 less than the new guitar, so I grabbed it, and it's just
There you
my
go.
guitar. Yeah, and that's my old one that I used to play. That my husband gave me that I used to bring
Aw.
to our Hudson Valley musicians alliance. And actually, the song I'm going to play was a song I wrote when we were in that songwriting group a long time ago. That was a long time ago because my kids were little.
It was a long time ago.
It was, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And I wrote this song because my daughter was little then, and I started writing it when she was very colicky. She would just cry, and I'd be like, "Oh, what's wrong?" And you could never
Oh,
figure it
God.
out. Yeah, yeah. And she was my second. All three were colicky, but she was kind of the worst with it. And I had a rocking chair, and she'd finally go to sleep. And when you heard, that was like, okay, what do I do now? And it was always just, I'm going to go to sleep. But anyway.
Well, before, hold on for a second. I got to show you all something that I actually had time yesterday, which I never have for anything.
You always have time.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But
You
I
have as
had
much
time.
as you're going to get.
I had time to sort through some stuff. And I found, this is a photo that was in my wallet for a long time. That's Jack, who's now 23.
Oh,
And
my
of course,
goodness.
as you talking about colic, he would be up and up and up, And then finally, he drove me to sleep, and he's wide awake.
Of course, because they would, or like you say, okay, I'll bring them into bed. And then it would just be, just kind of, oh my goodness.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
they would just be crawling all over the place, and it would be kind of crazy. So, anyway.
All right. So, what is the song that this inspired? This state of mind.
If I could share something with you really quickly, am I able
Yeah,
to
of
share a
course.
page? Okay.
Yeah.
I want to share something because you shared something from your Facebook, and I'm going to share something on mine. And here we go. Okay, so when you're a mom, like this is the kind of stuff you deal with. We went to Disney World, happy place, right? And my son wanted
Right.
the fake gun at Frontierland, and my husband, the pacifist Unitarian, son of a Unitarian minister, was like, no. And he didn't, Tyler wouldn't accept the reason because it was after 9/11. We said, oh, you can't bring him on the plane. He's like, no, that's wrong, future lawyer. So but anyway, it all ended up for the best. He graduated
Aw.
law school. Yeah. So
Amazing.
anyway, I'm gonna stop sharing. And,
That's beautiful.
So yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. But some people are just born to be lawyers. He just wouldn't accept the logic that he was like, no, that's wrong. It's flawed logic. I think he was 12.
Very funny.
But the best part was I found the camera. It was one of those disposable ones. I found it years later and developed it along with a bunch of them. And that
that's really
picture,
cool.
along with a picture of the pile of the guns, was there. And yeah, so we all had a good laugh over that. But anyway, this was a song that started as kind of a lullaby for my daughter, and then sort of turned into something else. Lay down, my darling, daytime is over. Time to close sweet sleepy eyes. Search for your answers while you are dreaming. I've got my own questions. Why do we hurt those we love? Why is it never enough? Why do we seldom look up to the sky? Why is the grass always green in places we've never seen? Where do our memories go when we die? When we die. When I was younger, I was much wilder, and all that I needed I knew. And now the years spin by, leaving me questions. The answers are distant and few. Why do we burn out of pain? Why do we curse at the rain? If we can laugh, why do we cry? Why do we pine for love past instead of making love last? And will it all be revealed by and by? By and by. Starry-eyed children long to be grown up, and old folks reach back for their youth. The cost of life's wisdom, the terms of the bargain, cannot be changed or refused. Lay down, my darling, daytime is over. I will keep watch where you lie. You know your answers soon as you see them. You'll have your own questions. Why?
Sweet. All those questions. Why?
Yeah. I know. It's like when our kids were little, we decided to, we were like, well, I'm half Jewish, half Catholic. My husband's the son of a Unitarian minister. And we were like, well, what do we do, with our kids? And so we decided to go to Unitarian Fellowship. And the one we went to in Briarcliff Manor, they had a wonderful, back then minister, Jim Covington. He was a wonderful man. And he used to say, well, religion is just us trying to figure out the answers to all these questions. That's what it is. And so, yeah, that was a good enough answer for me about it.
So son of a preacher man has a better ring to it than son of a Unitarian minister.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, yeah. You know, the preacher's kids are always the wildest ones, and he was
Yeah.
no exception. So
Ah, very cool.
that's a neat old guitar. I was listening to your story about it before, the one you were playing before.
Oh, my
Is that the
mom?
other one? Yeah, that was a lovely guitar.
Yeah, this was her.
Oh, it's so lovely.
Yeah, and the fact that my dad started to strum it just literally in the last year, he was, locked down, and he started picking. He told me one day he went on YouTube and he was going dee dee dee. That was
Oh,
so sweet.
that's
And
lovely.
the reason I have it here now is because we lost him middle of April, so it has lots of
Yeah.
feelings attached to it.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, and it's just watching our parents get. I'm with my mom and my stepdad like within 6 weeks of each other.
Wow.
It'll be 6 years ago this summer. Yeah, and it's just then you're the grown up and you're like, oh, I guess I'm next.
Yeah, the elder part. Yeah, that reality. My sister and my brother and I were grappling with all that. We talk to each other a lot more than we used to, which is
Mm-hmm.
in a way a good thing too. So again, back to the Catskills. What comes to mind for you guys musically?
I have a quick rocking chair story. I was the youngest of three. When they brought me home from the hospital, I was less than 5 pounds, and they were told to feed me every 2 hours. And by the time Dad got home from work, Mom was tired of having three of us, and she'd just go, "Here, Ray, yours." And he'd sit in a rocking chair and feed me every 2 hours. And finally, he said he got tired of this waking. And he said, "Okay, this is it. We're going to sleep the night." Gave me the bottle. We both slept in a rocking chair for the night. That was the last of the nightly feeding type things.
That's cool.
But I still have the rocking chair.
Cool.
So that's
Beautiful.
special. Okay.
Hey, thinking of Mother's Day, this came to mind for me. Mother, Mother Ocean, I have heard you call. Wanted to sail upon your water since I was 3 feet tall. You've seen it all. You've seen it all. Watch the men who rode you switch from sail to steam. But in your belly you hold the treasure that few have ever seen. Most of them dreams. Most of them dreams. Yes, I am a pirate, 200 years too late. Cannons don't thunder and there's nothing to plunder, and I'm an over 60 victim of fate. Arriving too late. Arriving too late. I've done a bit of smuggling, smoked my share of grass, made enough money to buy Miami, but I pissed it away so fast. Never meant to last. It was never meant to last. I have been drunk now for over 2 weeks. I passed out and I rallied and I sprung a few leaks. But I gotta stop wishing, gotta go fishing, 'cause I'm down to rock bottom again. Just a few friends, just a few friends. I go for younger women, lived with several a while. Though they ran away, they come back someday. still can manage a smile. It just takes a while. It just takes a while. So mother, mother ocean, after all of these years I found the occupational hazard is being, the occupation's just not around. Feel like I've drowned. Gonna go downtown, but I won't wear a frown. Gonna head uptown.
Sweet. That's a cool tune. I don't recall that one.
It's a
I
Jimmy
like it.
Buffett song, believe it or not.
Oh my God.
Sounds better than Jimmy Buffett, though. I never cared
Well,
for him, but you guys sound great doing it.
Thank you.
Everybody seems to remember his funny songs, about getting drunk and drinking margaritas and stuff like that. But he's got a couple of really nice ballads.
That's cool to know.
The Captain and the Kid, every time Rick plays it, I cry.
Aw.
It's a Jimmy Buffett, and it's just nails your heart.
When I was living on a sailboat many decades ago, we had a tape of the one with Cheeseburger in Paradise, and the songs that come to mind are not the sweet ballads.
No, I remember being in college and threatening to throw my roommates' Jimmy Buffett albums out the window on Main Street because they would just play over and over, and I was like, "Where are we now?" And
Parent
we
heads
didn't
are
do
like
it.
that.
Yeah, I kind of was holding them out the window along with the Willie Nelson, but I came to appreciate Willie Nelson more. But
Yeah.
but yeah, the Jimmy
Well,
Buffett.
So I'm thinking in honor of Mother's Day, and for those of us who are married to mothers, like me, or who have daughters like Claudia who are coming over, I think we're going to call an early end to the show today.
Yeah,
it's a wonderful.
It'll be fun. I got a Zoom call
great.
coming up.
Oh, cool. Well, it's great to fit it all in anyway. And I thought I don't have a song specifically about moms, but I'm going to play just as a going away present for everybody. I'll play "Blame It on Biology," which is about the relationship between mothers and fathers and women and men. And but I'm going to play the album version. So just a huge hug to everybody. Claudia,
You too.
have a
Thank
great
you, Andy.
Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Rick
and
and
I have
Donna,
a son
I
who's a
get-
biologist, so there you go. It's perfect.
Oh, cool. And Rick and Donna, let's get together soon. And I got to go hang out with the woman in my life who's the mother of my younger son. And
Give her an
everyone out
extra
there?
hug from me.
I will. And everyone out there, hug the people in your bubble and connect with those who aren't. And tune in anytime. Look at that scrolling bar at the bottom for information on how to for feedback to me or ideas for future shows. If you have a great song or poem you want to share on this very show, you can come on and do that. So wherever you are, stay well, have a good time. And here is "Blame It on Biology," if I've got this queued up right. I think I do. Of course, it's not playing. Why is that? Oh, there you go.
Blame it on biology, the difference between you and me. Male and female, boy and girl, each one sees a different world. We'll blame it on biology, the difference between you and me. Whoa, girl, can't you see? Blame it on biology. When we try to figure out just what some fight is all about, English is what we both speak, but it may as well be French and Greek. You stand there with that pretty pout. I've got no clue what's put you out. Finally you explain your funk with something that I said last month. We'll blame it on biology, the difference between you and me. Male and female, boy and girl, each one sees a different world. We'll blame it on biology, the difference between you and me. Whoa, girl, can't you see? Blame it on biology. You say that I lack sensitivity. I defend my masculinity. I say the facts are clear as crystal. Why can't you see that I'm right? Then you say, why can't I see that facts have nothing to do with this fight? The good news is that when we're done, biology, it brings us home. I look at you, you look at me. We say, thank God for biology. Well, blame it on biology. The difference between you and me. Male and female, boy and girl. Each one sees a different world. Blame it on biology. The difference between you and me. Oh, girl, can't you see? Blame it on biology. Oh, girl, can't you see? Blame it on biology.
I love those sounds at the end. Take care, Donna. Take care, everybody.